ఫస్ట్ ఎవరు మాట్లాడారు? రామ్. ఎవరు తర్వాత ఎవరు వస్తున్నారు?
రామ్.
వావ్, సూపర్ కదా. రామ్ తర్వాత శ్రీరామ్ వస్తున్నాడు. శ్రీరామ్ అంటే ఎవరో తెలుసా? ఏ కార్పొరేట్ ట్రైనర్, ఏ మోటివేటర్, a transformer, a person who created more than 30,000 chartered accountants as on today, who trained, and an excellent personality. His life started, I will not tell you, he will tell you, he will inform you, he will speak to you such a beautiful way, and he will deliver his session to all of you. Let's invite you with our own style. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Now, Sreeram, please come on the dais. JVC Sreeram, corporate trainer, powerful orator, speaker.
Sreeram garu, now he will observe all body languages because you just learned. He'll be able to observe your body language. Be careful.
చూడండి, రాములు వచ్చారు, తర్వాత అయోధ్య రాములు వచ్చారు, తర్వాత శ్రీరాముడు వచ్చాడు. సార్ బాగుంది సార్.
Had a session from Ram, and now, as he said, it's Sreeram here. My speech is going to be in two different parts. Every time I come to Impact, I would like to speak on a different topic. In fact, some of you know what all topics I've been speaking on. Probably earlier it was yearly basis, and now every 6 months. Today I've got two different aspects to talk. The first one, it could be a little serious topic, but it has concerned me a lot, as a result of which I decided that this is the one issue which I'm going to speak. Couple of years back, May 2012, Nenu Ramachandru garu, Gampa, all of us go to a place called Center of Excellence in Gachibowli, where we train the chartered accountants for more than 28 days. One of those days, in the month of May, I was there to conduct a training program. It was a session where each participant is going to come and speak, public speaking session only. So each one after another was coming and speaking. And there was this girl from Nagpur who had come. And even before she approached the dais, I could see tears in her eyes. Cricketer. A year back, even when the Indian cricket team had come to play a match in Nagpur, but the boy was introduced by Umesh Yadav, who also represents that state called Vidarbha, to Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar was very impressed with my cousin, and he said, "You are the potential next player for India." I'm talking about real life story. And Sachin Tendulkar had told him that he better comes to Mumbai for the selection of Mumbai Indians IPL team. So the boy, with lot of hopes, lot of confidence, in the next few months, in the month of March 2012, went to Mumbai, where hundreds and hundreds of young players were there, hoping to play in the IPL. Hundreds were there, Sachin Tendulkar was not there, so nobody was there to identify this boy. Forget about being selected, he was not even given a chance to bowl. So dejected, disappointed, demotivated, the boy came back to Nagpur. It seems that he called up this girl, asking her, "I want to meet you because I'm extremely disappointed that I have not been able to make it to the IPL team. I don't know what my future is going to be." This girl said, "I'm busy with my CA exams, so by May my exams will be over. Let us discuss after that." The boy became even more dejected. He stopped talking to his family members. IPL started. This boy had not even switched on the television. He had not come out of the room. One Saturday morning, 4 o'clock, the boy hung himself from the fan and gave up his life. I'm talking about a 19-year-old boy. In fact, when I heard the story, and this girl broke down saying that how selfish I had been to think about my CA exam, my success. If I had probably spent a few minutes with my cousin, he might not have taken the extreme decision of committing suicide. In fact, hearing that particular year, I went around different cities, including Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, talking to people, talking to youth particularly, about an imperfect life is far, far better than a perfect death. Because today's youth, technology has come. Every one of you have an iPhone, BlackBerry, Samsung, all those stuff. But somewhere, emotionally, today's youth is unable to face the failures and situations in life. Life is bound to have failures. In fact, in the last 8 days, all of you have been sitting here, every day trainer after trainer coming and telling you that you are born to succeed, you will succeed. Yes, you will succeed. But life is a combination of failures and success. There has been no single individual in this world who can claim that all the time, all his life, he has always succeeded. It has never happened. And it will never happen. The strength of a person lies in how you handle crisis. I see most of you at the age of 18 and 22. This is not a pessimistic talk, but this is a reality talk. Today I don't want to be pessimistic, sounding pessimistic that all of us are going to face failures. But I'm saying, let us be ready. In fact, a wise man said, success is a lousy teacher. Failure is a great teacher. Failures teach you lessons. Like that young boy, there are several people today. Students, our institutes have trained our students to get into IIT. Somehow or other coach them and get into IIT. But getting into IIT, they are not unable to cope up with the challenges inside the IIT. And several youngsters are giving away their life. What is one failure in life, my dear friend? So my speech is not that, I'm not here to tell you that you will fail, but I'm here to tell you that failures are also part of life. Life is a combination of both success and failures. Do you know who is the bowler who has taken the maximum number of wickets in test match cricket in the world? Huh? Who? Muralidharan. How many wickets he has taken? Huh? 800. Okay, you seem to be having the statistics right. He has taken 800 wickets. The maximum number of wickets a cricketer has taken in this world is Muthiah Muralidharan. He has taken 800 wickets. Do you know how many deliveries he had to bowl to get that 800 wickets? Do you have any idea? Any one of you? Huh? More than 8,000? More than 8,000? Any guess? Any guess? 80,000? No. Go to Wikipedia and you'll find out he had to bowl close to around 45,400 deliveries to get 800 wickets. Which means what? More than 44,000 times he has failed. Is it true or not, my dear friends? The world's #1 bowler has failed more number of times than he has succeeded. So what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, in your life, the moments you are going to be defeated, the moments you are going to fail are going to be more than the moments you are going to succeed. But your successful moments, the magnitude and the quantum of that successful moments should be so large that it should outshine the failure moments. I don't have to tell you. I think you must have heard so many times the story of Abraham Lincoln. How many times Abraham Lincoln had failed? How many times? But for once, he failed every other time. But do you remember Abraham Lincoln as a failure, or do you remember Abraham Lincoln as a success? You remember him as a failure or success? Because the successful moment were so larger, were so bigger, that the failure moments looked insignificant compared to the successful moments. So what is that I'm trying to look for? Point number one, never be afraid of failure. Every failure has got something to tell you, something to teach you. Profit from your losses. For failure is an event and it is not you. Number one. Never be afraid of rejection. How many of you have at least heard about the book called Harry Potter? Raise your hands. Almost everybody in this room. Harry Potter, 12 publishers rejected J.K. Rowling. 12 publishers said, this book is not fit to be published. Your manuscript is not fit to be published. 12 publishers. And they said, change the storyline, change the pattern, and then come to us. She said, I will not. I will not. I have just not been the right person. You rejected me. That does not mean that the world is rejecting me. The world has not rejected me. Even I am telling you, even if the world rejects you, you don't reject yourself. What did that boy do? It was one IPL event which got rejected. The world didn't even reject, but he rejected himself. Life is not about rejecting yourself. You got to have the strength, the tenacity, and the capacity to meet those challenges. Rejections are going to be a part of life. Failure is going to be a part of life. So what am I going to do? I'm going to move on. Beatles, who have probably created history. In fact, 2 years back, they had the 50th anniversary of their being rejected. They were called for an audition in London. From London, in Liverpool. They went to the audition. They were asked to perform. But minutes before they were about to perform, they were told, you guys are unfit. And that same set of people created history. You know that Beatles has created history? They created history. Everybody in this world. Nobody has had a red carpet. Nobody had a bed of roses for them to succeed. You know what pains me is in today's youngster's life. Rejection. A girl tells you, I don't like you. That's all. Gone into depression. True or not? A boy tells, I don't like you. Depression. Rejection and depression. Now this is not the time for rejection and depression. Point number one. Point number two. Even if you were to fail, even if you were to get rejected, even if you were to lose a job, even if you were to lose the money, please understand, worrying about that. Money lost can be got again. Ask anybody in the stock market. There is somebody who's sitting in this room, in the same hall. He lost 80 lakhs in 1 minute. But he got it back in the next few years. Money lost can be got again. Health loss even can be got again. Character loss can be got again. What do you mean, Sreeram? Character loss. Yes, Valmiki was a robber. But do you remember Valmiki as a robber or do you remember Valmiki as a saint? I would like to have an answer. Do you remember Valmiki as a saint or as a robber? Saint, because character loss can be got again. The only thing which if you lose you cannot get it again is today. Today, here and now. This moment will not come back again. I can do whatever I want to do, but 12 noon, 8th of June 2014 is gone. Is gone forever. So I am not going to lose my moment of life, even one moment of my life, for the losses that I have taken in my life. Because all that I have lost, I can get it back again. But this moment of life which I have lost, I will never get it back again. Are we getting the point? So be ready. In fact, the moment you are ready and say, I am willing to face whatever comes. So number one, be ready to face. Never be afraid of rejections. Everybody has been rejected. The greatest president America has produced has been rejected. The greatest author in this world has been rejected. How many of you, I do not know, read this book called Chicken Coop Soup for the Soul? Jack Canfield is the author of the book. His book was rejected. In fact, his book was rejected more than 15 times. And yet, he became a publisher. Why, in your own language, if you have to say, Amitabh Bachchan was rejected so many times by various producers, are you aware of it? At a time when Rajesh Khanna, the chocolate Hero was there. When Amitabh Bachchan said, I will be the hero, he was rejected. But come back. Have the resilience. Have the temperament. It is not your day, but your day will come. Your day will come. Remember, the world's greatest cricketer had more failures than successes. 800 successful moments compared to 44,000 and odd failure moments. And last and final, third thing, because as youngsters, these are the mistakes which we commit. Never look at yesterday's decision with today's maturity. In fact, if I look at my life, if I look at all the decisions which I have taken in the past, all of them look like, most of them look like stupid decisions, idiotic decisions, and foolish decisions. Because when you take a decision based on today's maturity, today's situation, and today's resources. So because what is stopping our youth to perform? What is stopping our youth to excel? What is stopping us? Number one, brooding over the past. In inter-second year, if only I had chosen MPC instead of MEC, my life would have been great. Now the decision has been taken. There is no undo button available in life. You have it in computer, right? Control Z is the undo button. Which is the undo button? Control Z. There is no Control Z option available in life. Once a decision has been taken, a decision has been taken. You have to just move on. And please understand, good decisions in life are taken out of life experiences. And life experiences are born out of bad decisions. I always say, good decisions in life. How do you take a good decision? You take a good decision based on your life experiences. And our life experiences are born out of bad decisions. So, yesterday's decision, it was taken with yesterday's maturity. Don't analyze it today, because too much of analysis leads to paralysis. And I see a lot of youngsters today. Too much of analysis. If only I had done that. If only I have done this. There are no ifs and buts in life. There are absolutely no ifs and buts in life. So the first and foremost thing is to understand these basic three things. That I am not here to analyze, because too much of analysis leads to what? Paralysis. Too much of analysis leads to paralysis. Move on. Every day is a fresh day. Every day is a new day. Move on with it. Move on with it. Have the courage to face the failure. Face the failure. And understand you will have more failure moments than successful moments. But the successful moments has to become larger. It has to become bigger. It has to become better. And so it outweighs the failure moments. It will outweigh the failure moment. And finally, decisions. In fact, there is a Bangla saying, the cow which gives you milk will give you a few kicks. But if you are afraid of kick, you will never be able to get the milk. Arthamainda? The cow that gives you the milk will give you a few kicks. If you are afraid of the kick, you cannot get the milk. You want the milk? Tell the cow, kick me. But I'll bounce back. I'll bounce back. Tell yourself, every setback in my life, I will turn it into a comeback. Now, this is one part of my speech. But me and Gampa, we're talking about this second aspect a lot. In fact, in every impact, I would like to address this. In fact, I've spoken with Gampa, but somehow or other, we have never been able to address it. So I thought I should address in this gathering. Today, market has a lot of employment opportunities. Do you agree with me on that? Many of you do not agree. If you go to any company, I have Ramachandran here still, he is the HR of a large pharmaceutical company. Do you have vacancies in your companies, Ram? Huh? 100%. Not only your company, almost every company has vacancies. But there are so many unemployed youth in this country. Now, where is the problem? The problem lies somewhere which I'm going to address now. Do you all respect Gampa? Yes or no? 100%? Do you think he is successful? Now, do you know what Gampa started his profession as? Huh? What Gampa started his profession as? Huh? Psychologist and all, much later it came. Huh? What was he doing? LIC? LIC? Salesman. You respect me, many of you? Have you heard me for the first time? You heard me many a times. Do you know what I did? 4 years into computer engineering, I realized I'm not fit for computers. I had nothing. And I come from a state where we tell, if you are fit for nothing, I will tell in Tamil first and then translate to English. Kaila pai, kaluthula tai, vaila poi, you become a salesman. Which meant, if you're fit for nothing, have a bag on your hand, wear a tie on your neck, have a lie on your tongue, you become what? Salesman. I started my career as a salesman. Some of the world's greatest people, one of the world's greatest trainer, Zig Ziglar, he started off his career as a sales guy. Even all the great American business people, they all started their career as salespeople. Now, I don't know why today's youth does not want to get into the field of sales. Many of you want to become business people, but why is it? How many of you in this room want to be a salesperson? Raise your hand. One, I can just spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's all. Now, why? The world's highest paid job is that of a salesman. If you want to decide how much money you want to earn, if you want to decide, then selling is the only profession. You can decide how much you want to earn. Because based on your performance, your salary will be. And understand why America is a rich country. Who discovered America? Columbus. Who is Columbus? Columbus is a salesman. Columbus went there to trade, went there to sell. And today, particularly in Hyderabad, there are so many opportunities which are available to be a salesperson. In fact, me and Gampa, we have decided that we will start doing sales training programs. If you want to earn in lakhs, and if you decide, this is what I have to earn, the only career which can give you is sales. Looking into the computer and working in the computer, you will become a computer after some time. And that's what is happening. Today when I live in Kondapur. And when I come out by 5 o'clock, I see missions coming out of all these companies. These BPO companies. Missions going in, missions going out. Because as a salesperson, you meet people. You interact with people. You build your network. And your net worth depends on your network. The more the people you know, the better you become. And whatever money you want to earn, it's in your hands. If you want life on your terms, think about it. If some of the greatest people can be starting from a sales background, why can't you give it a shot? In fact, I'll tell you, 8 out of 10 CEOs in the world started their career as salespeople. 8 out of 10. And how many of you want to be a CEO? Raise your hands. You want to be a CEO? Many of you do not want to be. 8 out of 10. If you're a sales guy, you can make it to a CEO. So my earnest request is, my appeal to you is, decide now. that I will take up, because understand, tomorrow even if you want to become an entrepreneur, business means you have to find a customer. You have to find a customer. And who finds a customer? Salespeople only find a customer. Without a customer, nothing is possible. No customers, no business. No business, no revenue. No revenue, no jobs. No jobs, no salary. So my appeal to you is, if you want to earn more, if you want to have a career which can be satisfying and fulfilling, make a decision, because there's a huge opportunity available. And you can decide how much you want to earn. And the job which gives you tremendous satisfaction is selling. Because at the end of the day, when you go and hit the bed, the only job where you can measure if you are done, achieved or not achieved, it is the field of sales. Because in sales, there is a target. What gets measured gets done. What gets measured gets done. You say, so much is the target. My target is 10 lakhs. If you achieve 10 lakhs, it's all over. And the moment you are a successful salesperson, you are building the foundation for becoming a successful entrepreneur. Just now Gampa spoke that many of you should become an entrepreneur. And we have this gentleman here who is an entrepreneur. And tell me, sir, without selling, can you become an entrepreneur? If you don't know how to sell, you cannot become an entrepreneur. America is successful because America has got entrepreneurs. And they've got entrepreneurs because they've got salespeople. And if we have to become a superpower, the youth of our nation must become entrepreneurs. And if you have to become entrepreneurs, you must know how to sell. If you don't know how to sell, you cannot become an entrepreneur. And you have to decide. If you are going to be an employee all the time in your life, you are going to help others to achieve their goals. If you don't have your own goals, you will work for others to achieve their goals. Now decide for yourself, or do you want to set your goals and achieve them, or do you want to work for someone else's goals? I'm not against working for Amazon. I'm not against working for Google. I'm not against working for Facebook. But working for Facebook, you are not going to achieve your goal, my dear friend. You are going to help Mark Zuckerberg achieve his goal and earn few more billions. Is that what you want to do? Ask yourself this question, is that what you want to do? And the potential of India, our greatest strength is our population. It was our greatest weakness, but today it is our greatest strength. And our second greatest strength, the one country which has more population than India, China. But unfortunately, they don't know English. But here all of you can at least understand English and speak English, and we are better off. So we are the biggest market in India. And if you have to become, if India has to become successful, if we have to become a superpower, then you have to become a superpower. If you have to become a superpower, you have to work for your own goals. Or otherwise, you will see Google, Apple, Samsung, all those companies achieving their goals, and you will get peanuts. First step, decide that I want to become an entrepreneur. To become an entrepreneur, understand you got to know how to sell. Get yourself trained on selling. Become a successful salesperson and see a difference it makes. But why do you not want to become a salesperson? I'll come back to the story. You don't want to become a salesperson because you're afraid of failures. You're afraid of what? Failure. Because selling means people will say no. Selling means I will be rejected. Selling means I'll be a failure. And that's why I started off. I set up the whole thing. Success is never certain. Failure is never final. In fact, 9 out of 10 people do not want to become salespeople or entrepreneurs because you have fear of failure. And I go back to my earlier topic, the first topic which I said, life is going to have more failures than success. But success, bigger quantity, bigger quality. So failures become smaller. In fact, it becomes insignificant. Now, if you are prepared, if you have bought that mantra of mine, then you will buy the second mantra of mine. But Sreeram, I want cozy life, pick up by cab, go and work there in front of the laptop. My boss will take cut and paste job, copy paste job, all the thing I'll do in the BPO. Now there will be no failure. There will be absolutely no failure, but there will be no growth in life. There will be no growth in life. In fact, working in those kind of companies, what you did yesterday, you will do it today, and what you did today, you will do it tomorrow. Which means what you got yesterday is what you will get today, and what you are getting today is what you will get tomorrow. Will you be happy with that? I want an answer. Will you be happy with that? If yesterday what you got and today what you are getting and tomorrow what you are going to get is going to be the same, then what's the point in living? There's no point in living. Every today of mine should be better than my yesterday, and every tomorrow of mine should be better than my today. And that's what is the aspiration of each one of us. And if that is the aspiration for each one of us, then be ready to get out of your comfort zone. We are all in our comfort zone. Sitting, working in the laptop, doing a cut and paste job, and that's what is becoming the curse of our nation. Of our nation. We need youngsters, we need the youth to step out of the comfort zone and say, yeah, it is difficult, yeah, you say it is impossible, but even the word impossible says, I am possible. Even the word impossible says, I am possible. So step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. So very simple. All your life, if you want to be under somebody, if you don't want to face any failure, no rejection, then a BPO job or those kind of jobs which you are doing is that of a glorified, I say what? A glorified yesterday railway counter salesman. You see somebody sitting in the platform who's selling platform tickets. Have you seen people selling platform tickets? You will give 5 rupees, he will say, no, change is not there, go. He will reject. What he did yesterday, he is doing it today. And what he did today, he will do it tomorrow. 20 years later also, what he will do? Same thing. And he will not have any failures. And that is the same fate of most of the youth of our country today, where in the name of information technology and all those stuff, they're doing the work like a cut and paste job. In fact, I'll give you an example. I had a chartered accountant, student of mine. At the age of 22, he was a chartered accountant, cost accountant, and company secretary. He got a dream job, according to him, in one of the largest companies. Salary offer in the year 2006. In 2006, his offer he got was 16 lakhs per annum. 16 lakhs per annum. And he was so excited. 6 years later, when I met him, he said, I'm getting 20 lakhs of salary, but I don't think it's worth it. What I did 6 years back, I do it today. The same cut and paste, same cut and paste, same cut and paste job. But Sreeram, I don't have the courage to get out of my comfort zone. This company is giving me food, it's giving me travel, it is giving me everything, and 16 lakhs has become 22 lakhs, but life has not changed. I told him only one thing. If you have a deep desire that everything about your life should change, and if you have confidence in yourself, get out of it and start on your own. Start on your own. But be ready for failure. Be ready for failure. It's not going to be easy. And you're a chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretary. I told him, you are not going, people are not waiting in the gate with a business for you. You will have to earn your bread. You will have to sell yourself. No, I'm a chartered accountant. You are a chartered accountant. Likewise, there are 5,000 chartered accountants in Hyderabad. Is it right or not? You're not the only one chartered accountant. There are 5,000 chartered accountants. And just because you got 22 lakh salary, nobody is going to give you anything great. You must be able to sell yourself. You must be willing to come out of your comfort zone. And if you're willing to face the failure, step out. 2 years later, 2014, few weeks back, he called me up. In fact, he came and met me too. He took that courageous decision of walking out of one of the largest banks in the world, started his own practice. He said, Sreeram, 2 years I realized I may be a chartered accountant, but still I'll have to sell my services. But today I'm so happy that second year, I do what I love, I enjoy what I'm doing, I am working for my goal, not for some company's goal, not for some managing director's goal, and I'm so happy to tell you that as of now, I have earned 60 lakhs in 2 years, which is much, 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 much more than what the company would have paid. What the company would have. But only one thing. This boy, gentleman by name Abhinav, I can quote the name also Abhinav, he had only one thing. He was ready to what? Face failures. The moment you are ready to face failure, failure will go away. In fact, the moment you are afraid of facing failure, it will come to you. It is like this. A dog chasing you. You run away from the dog will chase you even more. But the moment you stand, what will happen to the dog? What will happen to the dog? It will not do anything. Failure is like the dog. The more you run away from it, the more it will run towards you and will catch you. The moment I say I'm ready to face you, come, it will go off. But that decision only you have to make. That decision only you have to make. The moment you have made that decision, it's over. My dear friend, you don't have to bow down to anybody with the confidence that God does not create junks. When He has created you with a purpose. Napoleon Hill beautifully says in his book, in the history of the world, there has been nobody like you. In the infinite of times to come, there will be no one like you. And today too, there is no one like you. You are rare, you are unique, you are special. You are the only one of its kind. You are engineered to succeed, but unfortunately, you are afraid of failure. The more and more you're afraid of failure, the more and more failure is going to haunt you. The more and more you say, I'm ready to face the failure, success will come and kiss your feet. And it is waiting to come and kiss your feet because you're engineered for success. Take the plunge. Throw the cobweb away. I'm not saying that you have to become a salesman, but I'm saying set your own goal. Drive to be an entrepreneur. And if you have to be an entrepreneur, the starting point has to be a sales, because any business, the first thing you need is a customer. And a salesman finds a customer. And the only thing which is stopping you from doing it is afraid of failure. You can either operate from fear of failure or desire for gain. I'll end my speech with a short story. There was a king who was coming in his elephant, and his entire caravan was following him. And there was a beggar who didn't even have proper clothes to wear, who had not ate for weeks together, went near the king, asked him, King, can you give me this elephant? What did he ask? Can you give me this? King got furious. What the hell? Look at yourself. You have not even dressed properly. You have not ate for weeks together. You look like a beggar. And you're asking for elephant, and that too, my elephant. How the hell? The beggar said, Sir, Maharaj, what did I ask? I asked, can you give me this elephant? If I get elephant. If I don't, I lose 7 words. What is there? Is it right or not, my dear friends? You can either operate from fear of loss or desire for gain. As I spoke in the beginning itself, there is nothing called loss in life. Nothing called loss in life. What you lost yesterday, you will get it today. But losing your life, you will never get back again. Never be afraid of failure. Operate from a desire for gain. And when you operate from this, nobody not even God can stop you from success coming and kissing your feet. All the very best. Loving you all. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Sriram. Great. Many people don't know that I'm from salesman. I started my sales career from 350 rupees per month salary.
Great. Many people don't know that I'm from salesman. I started my sales career from 350 rupees per month salary. Yes. Now, I want to take more time because the ma'am has to go. Now, may I request our past international president, Ayodhya Ramal Garu, please come on the dais to felicitate our Sreeram Garu. And all the tenors, please come on the dais, please. All the tenors, దయచేసి శ్రీరామ్ గారిని గౌరవించుకోవాల్సింది. సార్ మీరు ట్రైనరే సార్. Sriram, this we do festival every year, and Sriram never miss. Either first day or last day will be with us. And just now he said, Gampa, I will be there with you for Nakapatnam also. This is the love and affection towards the youth. Sriram, great. I told you on first day only that after completing the 8 days, you will not be dependent. You will be independent. This is the what he ignited all of you to become an entrepreneur. One, two. Sriram, they will need your phone number and email ID.
98490. Please don't call SMS. I'll call you back. 98490 45159. SREERAM JVC @gmail.com. Okay. Thank you very much.